In today's video, we're going to show how to run the Maxwell FT200 controller. First thing, we're going to hit the on switch. So this is the home screen for the controller. The top value, which is in white, is currently 103, now 104. That is the inside temperature of the oven. You can see also it's next to the PV value. Also below that is the set temperature, also known as SV. That is currently 300 degrees. Also here is OP1. That is just telling us that it is currently in operation, that the oven is heating up. If you want to change the timer for the oven and the controller, we'll hit the set button briefly. We're going to skip this, bypass this, bypass this, bypass this, bypass this, until we're at T1. T1 is your timer function. Right now it's currently set for 15 minutes. I'll go back. Let's say we want to change it to 5 minutes. So now it is set for 5 minutes. As you can see, the oven is heating up very quickly. Say we want to change it to 400 degrees. We'll go here. And again, that was just hitting the left arrow key. And maybe say we want to do 200 degrees. You can either let it just kind of set itself, or you can hit the set button. Either way works. So now it's currently hitting 200 degrees. If you want to, let's say we want to do an auto tune function. Auto tunes are for configuring your controller for the best settings. We'll hit set here. We'll pass MV1. We'll stop at AT, which is short for auto tune. Right now it's set at no. We want to hit yes. We can either hit the set button until we go back to the main screen, or we can just let it set itself like it just did. So in the bottom left corner here, it is showing ATU, which is short for auto tune. That means that the controller is saving the data that is being collected while the oven is heating up. The oven doesn't know how big, or I'm sorry, the controller doesn't know how big the oven is. So this is really good for applications where maybe you're trying to hit 180 or 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and that'll allow the element in the oven, or the elements, to turn on, turn off much more fluidly in the case that you're trying to hit lower temperatures. So we're going to change this to 250 degrees so that we can see how the timer function starts and how it looks. So OP1 just turned off. That was the power from the controller going to the relay. That's a sign that the power's kind of getting cut off to the element so that it doesn't overheat, doesn't go too far past 250. So right now it's going to try to climb back down and get closer to 250. So it now just began its countdown, or I should say the count up, as this controller starts from 0 and works its way up to your set timer. In this case, our timer value was 5 minutes. For the sake of video, I'm going to go ahead and have the timer at 2 minutes. So you can see what it looks like once the curing cycle has been completed, what the screen will look like. So it just finished its cycle. It's now showing us the end message here on the bottom. And at this point, the oven controller will stay on while the element will turn off. It won't receive any more power until the controller is configured for another cycle, or you hit the off on switch. So that will conclude our video on how to operate your Maxwell FT200 controller on our Light Armor ovens.